Hello YouTube, it's Jaymuse and welcome to another video. And today we're gonna check out a channel called Share Your Story. This channel posts animated stories that have very interesting, topics to cover. And we're gonna be covering, this video here. My cat got me pregnant. Oh yes, because cats do that to humans. That's what they do when they're with their owners. They get their owners pregnant, I guess. So yeah, I haven't actually watched this video. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know anything about this channel. So yeah, since I'm going into uncharted waters, why don't you leave a like on the video and I don't know, maybe it'll help. Anyway, without further ado, here's the video.
Hello there. My name is Amber, and I'm 19 years old. I want to talk about how my cat ended up causing me to get pregnant.
You know, I really don't see how that's possible, but I guess we'll just have to keep watching and see what happens.
I know that sounds really out there, but I promise you, it makes more sense if you keep listening. It's a bit of a crazy tale, but in the end, I think you'll understand why I made such a preposterous claim.
You know, I really hope so, because I don't see how it's possible for a cat to get a human being pregnant. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a scientist, I'm just a regular dude, okay? Anyway, let's keep watching the video.
I want to first tell the-
Hey, the way you're moving your arm, it's kind of freaking me out. Like, can you do anything else except move it that exact same way every time? You know what I was gonna do? I was gonna continue playing the video and give you my reaction on this story here that's going on. So I started watching, and I kept watching, and before I knew it, 3/4 of the video went by before any mention of a freaking cat was even in this. So I decided to do this. I'm gonna summarize this extremely boring story that happens and has no meaning whatsoever to what's going on. So here you go. She starts off explaining her mother's relationship with her father and how rocky it was and how it wasn't good and they didn't stay together, which I was thinking, okay, cool, that's gonna tie it nicely together with something, surely. It's not just a random thing she put in there. So I continued to watch as she shared her mother's life story and then like her life story all the way up to the point to where she actually gets the cat. So yeah, I've determined that half of this video has absolutely nothing to do with the story that was presented, so I'm gonna do you a nice little favor and cut it out, and we're gonna get straight to the point to where she actually gets the cat. So here you go.
I never had any siblings in my life, but I did have my cousin. My cousin was always a great person to be around, and he was always so kind and conscious about me and how I was feeling. Things got a little weird when he told me one day, around the time we were teenagers, that he believed he loved me. Things got tense between us, and we stopped hanging out as much, for obvious reasons. I was about 17 when I met Lucas. I met him at the local pet shop. We wound up exchanging numbers, and from then on, it was history. We met up all the time when we were both available, and I just absolutely adored him. When I graduated from high school, he showed up after the ceremony and presented me with a little kitten.
Alright, so after extensive digging and having to kind of splice it up for you and give you some kind of context so you know what the flip is going on, we finally see the damn cat. So how is it that a cat could get a human being pregnant, do you ask? Well, I guess we'll just have to keep watching and see what happens, so here we go.
The kitten was a little ginger, scruffy little guy with the sweetest eyes. How could I not just love this man? That's why I said yes when he asked me to marry him, of course. Lucas had aspirations of becoming a veterinarian, and I was focused on getting my own higher education as well. It was because of this that we both decided to hold off on having any kids quite yet. I had originally started taking birth control pills, but it turns out the extra estrogen in them caused me to have severe migraines, and my blood pressure shot up. My doctor wound up taking me off of them, stating he feared I would have a stroke or develop a clot in my lungs. With that preventative out the window, we decided to just stick with the classic rubbers for prevention. My cousin had become a prominent issue in my life after I got married. He refused to let this infatuation thing go and harassed me and my husband all the time.
That's really disgusting. What kind of family member tries to get with another family member? That's weird, okay?
Everything just got worse when I found out I was pregnant. My husband went ballistic, claiming it couldn't be his because we had been using protection. He had the nerve to accuse me of sleeping with my cousin and getting pregnant that way.
Yo, what kind of piece of shit husband is that? He just immediately assumes that she's having sex with her cousin just because he likes her? I mean, she got off birth control and you're using condoms, and well, dude, condoms tend to break sometimes. So anyway, she's obviously not having relations with her cousin, and apparently she's not getting pregnant from her husband because they use protection every time. So this is the part where you're thinking like, oh, well, I guess that cat's sneaking in the bed and having its way with her then. That's probably how she got pregnant, right? And based off the title of the video, that's what any sane person would think. Well, all I have to say to that is, let's keep watching and see what happens, I guess.
I was so upset that he would assume the worst of me, that I left the house in tears. My own husband couldn't trust that I wouldn't sleep with my own cousin. What a nightmare. I sat down at the park, where I usually feed the birds, trying to come up with how this could have happened. We had been using protection anytime we were intimate, so how did I wind up pregnant so soon? I kept puzzling over this until it was near evening, and I had to go back home. I decided to check the condoms we had. Maybe they had expired or something? When I jumped out the packages to examine them, I noticed little marks on the wrappers. I looked closer at them and saw they appeared to be little teeth marks that punctured the wrappers.
Yeah, that's it. This entire video that they posted was just freaking clickbait. That's all it was. The cat did not get her pregnant. The cat caused her to get pregnant by chewing on the condoms and poking holes in them with its freaking teeth. Yo, I'm telling you right now, the absolute second that I saw the condom wrappers with like little teeth marks in it, I knew exactly what it was and I just stopped watching. You have no idea the pain that I went through actually having to watch every single bit of this stupid video. You don't even know. I cut out like probably 70% of everything. Even what you watched was cut up segments of this video, just giving you the bare bones so that you can understand the story, because there's just that much annoying, meaningless fluff. So yeah, naturally, I'm not gonna continue playing this all the way to the end, because you could have taken this concept and like condensed it down into like a 30-second video. Here, I can condense it down into just a few words here. My cat caused me to get pregnant because it chewed on the condom wrappers and poked holes in them, keeping us from having protected sex. The end. And look, I get it. Stories are supposed to be fluffy and keep you interested, but the thing is nothing about this was interesting to me. Especially considering literally half of this video was just her talking about her past and her mom's life and their relationships, and it just has nothing to do with the premise of the video. It could have been cut out completely. And look, I did cut it out, and you still know what happened. You still understand the story. Like, 20% of this video should have been the video. The rest of it should have just been cut out. So yeah, there you have it. This channel seems to be one of those that is all about the clickbait and not about any of the good content that's interesting. And the reason I can say that is it just didn't keep me engaged. Like, if I were any person out there, I would click off this video within the first 20 seconds of watching it. So yeah, there we have it. This channel is just clickbait. So yeah, don't be a clickbait. Actually post content and do your best to make it interesting. And look, it's nothing against the channel really. I'm sure that they're trying to get content out for people to watch. My advice would be to stop clickbaiting people and maybe just make up stories that actually have crazy endings. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I appreciate you if you got this far, and if you'd like to be a part of the End of the Video Club, then make up a really short, interesting story. Like, I'm talking just a few words. It doesn't have to be anything extensive or any paragraphs. What I'll do is give it about a day, and whoever's story is my favorite, I'll pin their comments. So yeah. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a good rest of the day. I hope you stay happy and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.